Meanwhile, some breaking news on GM. Phil LeBeau, as always, has it for us. Hey, Phil.
Wilf, the final presentation here at the GM Investor Day is CFO Paul Jacobson making some news in terms of the financial targets that the company has talked about today. We've talked about them in a broad range, but here are some of the specifics Jacobson is now outlining. The company planning to double its annual revenue to about $280 billion annually by 2030, also targeting margins of 12 to 14%. How are they going to get there? EV revenue of $90 billion a year by 2030. For some context, that would be a nine-fold increase from what the company expects in 2023. So they're not even close to $5 billion or so right now. They expect to get to $90 billion by 2030. GM Cruise, the autonomous rideshare subsidiary that is close to launching in California, could generate up to $50 billion in annual revenue by 2030, according to Paul Jacobson. And one last note, a big part of today has been pushing services and subscriptions through connected cars, the digital subscription, if you will, for people who are buying GM vehicles, electric and autonomous vehicles. The company says it could generate between $20 and $25 billion a year through those services and subscriptions. That would be by 2030. That's how they expect to grow their revenues, double their revenues between now and the end of the decade. Guys, back to you.
Phil, what does could generate mean? Is that formal guidance and targets?
No, that's not formal guidance because we don't know exactly when Cruise will launch. Does Cruise launch next year, as many are expecting? Is it pushed back a little bit because they're not getting the final certification that they need? There's one regulator left in California who can say, yeah, you can charge people for autonomous ride sharing. Most believe that autonomous ride sharing has huge potential, but we don't know until it's actually here, Wilf. So I would not call that formal guidance. I would call that General Motors saying, here's the potential we believe Cruise has.
Yeah, it's like Investor Day guidance, which is longer term. Phil, thank you. Phil LeBeau.